clear beliefs method with the 2 energy flows. The reason why I want to do this is because you all know how to do the manifestation with the 3 scene technique. And apparently if there's a blockage, if something is not working right now, we need to clear something that is stopping this from manifesting first. Usually if the desire for manifestation is high, then you don't need to clear beliefs, but sometimes you can't just conjure it up. Like sometimes I would lay down and I'm trying to do the 3 scene technique, it's just not working, and I'm either falling asleep or my attention is drifting away. I just don't want it. It's not the time, it's not the exact thing, it's just something needs to be changed, otherwise you'd be able to manifest it. The way this works, I'm going to explain the whole process, and then we're going to do it. It's going to take approximately half an hour. So every concept that we have in our environment, be it a belief, be it a concept about an object like a lemon, like a phone, has a specific IP address in our perception. So this means it can be inside of our body, it can be in the field all around us. It has a specific location, and it's also physically connected to our neurons. So there's a neuron that corresponds to each specific location. So when I say a lemon, there is an image of a lemon that you can imagine in front of you, but if you focus carefully, you would see that it comes from a certain direction. It doesn't just appear in front of you. You can track its exact location, its exact IP address in your perception. And this is the same with every belief that we have. So what we're going to do is first we use 2 energy flows that are the major energy flows that run through our bodies. One comes from Earth, runs through all of our chakras, comes out of the crown chakra. The other one comes from above, from Creator, runs through the crown chakra and exits through the root chakra, connects us to the earth. So we are hanging, our chakras are hanging like beads on these 2 strings of energy. So the more often we think about these strings of energy and activate it, the more often our chakras are charged and we become more energized, healthier, but this has to be done regularly. Write down first, I'm going to give you something like 5 minutes to write down, let's say 5 beliefs that you have, 5 negative beliefs that you have associated to the problem that you're working on. And then on a different sheet, I'd like you to write the 5 positive beliefs that correspond to these beliefs. You have to give it some time, like 5 minutes, to write down the negative belief, and on a separate sheet of paper, like opposite, write the positive belief that you want to shift to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into an altered state of mind, similar to alpha level. We're going to activate the 2 energy flows, and we're going to focus on each belief that we have written down. And then we're going to find in our mind with closed eyes where it originates from, where it comes from, its IP address. We're going to move it from its IP address to our sheet of paper, and we're going to cut the connection, just with your imagination. Take a machete and cut the connection. We're going to do this with all 5. We're going to work only with 5 today, 5 negative beliefs. Then what we're going to do is we're going to feel the field, the environment, and we're going to see something like black holes, emptiness. There's emptiness in our perception, in these points that we just removed. We need to fill them now with the positive beliefs. And the way we do it is through the upward flow. We are going to charge each statement on the piece of paper, positive statement, one by one. So we charge it, like from our 3rd eye, we direct an energy beam and we start streaming and we focus on what we've written. It should start glowing or getting more energy on the sheet of paper. Then we're going to move it with our imagination. You can also use your physical hands to help your imagination. And we're going to drop it in our crown chakra. And then we're going to make a loop. We're going to loop the first one, through your sheet of paper, 3rd eye, while at the same time, you're activating the upward flow, right? Focusing on the upward flow, going through the 3rd eye, picking up the statement, dropping it with the downward flow through your crown chakra. We're going to do this loop a few times, and then we're going to focus on the second belief that we want to install. And then we're going to do this all at once. So that means we are adding the first and the second belief together, dropping it, looping it a few times, adding the third one, dropping it, until we have all 5. We're going to loop them a few times and finish the process by, again, like sealing the upward and the downward flows and seeing the field filling these energy gaps, like the black holes. We're going to see them filling with light. And these beliefs will be now reinstated as the new beliefs. Is that okay? Let's take 5 minutes and write 5 negative beliefs and 5 positive. Yeah, okay. So now I would like you to stand up, all of you. Maria is going somewhere. She'll join. So what we're going to do is we want to take a yoga pose where we tuck our pelvis in a little bit so that all the vertebrae of our spine are aligned. And first, close your eyes. You can bend your knees a little bit just to make sure that your spine is up straight. So your legs are a bit spread, your knees are a bit bent, your spine is straight. And we're going to start taking deep breaths. Imagine that there's a beam of light coming down from Earth. We're pulling this beam of gorgeous light. And let's focus on the red chakra. It's the root chakra, where your crotch is. So we're going to imagine that this chakra is being cleansed, it's brighter, it's vibrating. We can wash it off with water or with energy. Just make it brighter and more vibrant with each breath you take. And it's almost like you're pumping a balloon. It's becoming bigger, shinier. We continue upwards to the orange chakra in the area of your stomach, and we do the same with it. See it as a bright orange flower, as if it's opening up its petals. And make it bigger, brighter. The upward flow is now running through the yellow chakra, the area of your stomach where your power is. And imagine a beautiful, huge dandelion, the big yellow flower, maybe a big rose. And wash it, cleanse it. Make the color more vibrant. And with each breath, we're pulling the upward flow. Now we're focusing on the heart chakra. And we're seeing emerald green, like a beautiful green field of spring green grass. And by this point, you should be feeling already an influx of energy coming from Earth. It's like slight charging. Maybe your ears will start to deafen a little bit, or maybe you feel something like a draft from Earth, but it may be subtle. Just try to feel if you're feeling like a column array of energy now running through your heart. And this green chakra is now bigger, brighter. It's like spilling. It's like a sea. It's spilling out of your heart. This green energy. It makes you feel good. We're moving upwards towards the throat chakra, light green, turquoise. Sorry, did I say green? I meant blue, light blue, turquoise. And also make sure you cleanse it, make sure you see it bigger, charge it with energy. It's like, oh, you may feel like singing or expressing vocally. Now we're moving with the upward flow towards our third eye chakra. This is indigo blue. It's dark, it's not so big, but it's very deep. See the color, indigo, in your mind. And also see it like petals and flowering. I don't know what flower this would be, but it's like unfolding. Cleanse it, make sure you're seeing this color, indigo. And we're moving up out of the crown chakra, which is purple, towards magenta. It's like it's becoming lighter as it goes out. It's like a lotus opening up. And so now feel the entire upward flow. Now we're going to activate the downward flow. And I'm going to be faster here. So imagine there's a ray of light coming down through your crown chakra, and it's going to follow your spine. So crown chakra first, then touching your third eye chakra, going down to the throat chakra. And it's like dropping down to your heart chakra. It's quite fast, going down to your spleen, yellow chakra, further down to the orange chakra in your stomach. And you're seeing now the root chakra, red, charging, and it's coming out of the root chakra, connecting you to earth. Let's now focus on both energy flows simultaneously. See them running through you and try to feel them. Manush, are you able to feel the energy flows? Are you able to feel the energy flows?
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stretch our arms in front of us, and we are going to use the upward flow, the one coming from earth, and we're going to charge a ball of energy. We're going to charge it through our third eye. So the upward flow coming through our third eye, and we're going to charge this ball of energy. So you're going to see it becoming shinier, brighter. Maybe your hands that are holding it are going to want to move apart to accommodate for the energy ball growing and pulsating of energy. Charge it well. And now we are going to push it in our stomach. This is the yellow chakra, because we're going to, there's an energy expansion. So we're going to need a lot of energy for this exercise. That's why we need these energy balls to give ourselves more energy to do it. Okay, let's do 3. So another one again. Stretch your arms in front of you. And with the upward flow, use the energy beam coming from your third eye to charge this energy ball. And at your own pace, when you're ready, you can push it in your yellow chakra, in your stomach. Do this 3 times in total. Take your piece of paper. So look at your first statement. Close your eyes and try to locate it in your energy field. Where does it come from? It can look like a ball, like a dot, like a bigger area. The way to discover it is to follow your feeling, not to look intellectually. Where does your instinct tell you this belief is located? All right. Now, with your intention, you can also use your hands to move it from your field around you. I would like you to put it onto the sheet of paper and connect it to the statement where you have written it. So we're going to put it on the sheet of paper where you wrote it. So take it with your hand and place it here. If you're holding your sheet of paper, it might start feeling heavy. And I would like you to take your imaginary machete and cut it. Cut the connection to the original shelf. Now it's staying on the sheet of paper. Look at the next one, second statement. And see where this belief is located in your field. Maybe it's in your body somewhere. Maybe you feel a cramp in your stomach or in your leg or whatever. Wherever it is, find its location through your feelings. If your focus is drawn by more than one location, just choose the one that is stronger. Now use your imagination or your hand to grab this area, this piece of energy, and put it onto the sheet of paper. You can open your eyes and look at the second statement. And you may see it glowing or like having more weight in your perception. Now again, cut the connection to the location. You can do it a few times if you like. You can use whatever tool you imagine you can cut with. Let's move to the third one. Don't dwell on it too much. Your instinct is very fast in knowing the location, so don't wonder. Usually the first location is correct. Your mind knows where it's located. So now move it with your hand or with your imagination. Move it to coincide with the third line, with the third statement. Look at it, make sure it's there. You will see more energy emitting from it. And now cut it. Let's move to the fourth one. Feel the feeling of it, of this statement, and this is how you locate it. In the back of your mind, keep the energy flows. They're still flowing. Take this statement and put it onto the piece of paper. Feel how it has moved onto the piece of paper. And again, cut the connection. All right, now the final one. If you have found the location, move it onto the piece of paper. See the final statement gaining energy, becoming heavier. And cut it. Now focus again on the two energy flows. And I'd like you to perceive your field in you and around you. Do you see these empty spots? Maybe you're going to be seeing empty spots in your field, like holes, like cheese, Dutch cheese. All right. We're eventually going to destroy this sheet of paper. We don't need it anymore. And now we're going to focus on charging the new beliefs. Okay. So again, see the upward and the downward flows. You can take it and look at them while we're doing this. Now with the upward flow, just like we charged the energy balls to have more energy, now we're going to charge the first statement. And while you're charging it, also try to feel the feelings as if you're acting out. Imagine how this would feel. And charge it through your third eye, the first statement, just on the sheet of paper. You can work with your eyes closed or open, whatever feels comfortable to you. But just know that you're charging the first statement with your third eye. So that means that the energy flow coming from Earth is not coming out of the crown chakra, but instead is taking a turn from the third eye onto the sheet of paper, charging the first statement. Now, as we have charged it, I would like you to imagine that you're moving it, you're making a loop, you're moving it and dropping it in your crown chakra to merge with the downward flow. And we're going to make a loop. So it goes down, and again, we're coming out of the third eye, charging it and dropping it. So we're going to do this a few times, a few loops. And as it goes with the downward flow, imagine that it's running down through your spine and spilling out throughout your body. So it's infusing your entire energy, this statement. And at the same time, we're charging it again with the upward flow, third eye, charging it and looping. This is what we're doing with the first statement. Now, as we keep this loop going, so it's going, we're not stopping it. In the back of our mind, the first statement is still looping. Let's focus on the second one. Again, upward flow through the third eye, focus on the second statement. Feel it, and if you open your eyes, you can see it glowing. Now take it with your imagination and again make a loop and drop it in the crown chakra, merge it with the downward flow. And we're making a loop now with the first and the second one together. You know, you can always use your hands. Don't be shy. This is not coming out of this circle. You can use your hands. You can move your body to help your mind in the belief and in the creation of what we're doing. So I am helping my mind with the exact movement. Do this a few times. Let's move to the third one. Again, charge it with the upward flow, beam coming from your third eye, charging the statement and feeling it. Now take it and together with the previous two, include it in the flow. This flow keeps going. So the loop keeps going. Dropping it down in the crown chakra. The upward flow again charges the third one and all the two before it. So all three statements at the same time, dropping it in the crown chakra. Again, all three statements at the same time, dropping it in the crown chakra. Charging through the third eye. Do this a few times. As the loop keeps going, we're moving down towards the fourth. When you feel that it's been charged, add it to the flow and keep looping together with the other three. At your own pace, when you're done with it, move on to the fifth one and do the same. First, you charge it through the third eye and feel it. And at your own pace, when you've charged it, add it to the loop and start looping it together with the previous four. So now we're doing the whole thing, all of the beliefs, all of these 5 beliefs. All right. A few more times. And we are going to conclude this process with the 2 energy flows. And we're going to see how these previously empty holes are going to start filling in with light, with more energy. So now we're focusing on the energy flows, charging our body. And we're going to see how these previously dark holes are filling out with light, filling in. All right. So you can open your eyes and have a seat. So here's what to do next. The first negative ones you can destroy, you can put them somewhere. And the positive beliefs that we just charged, just keep them somewhere visible in your bedroom or somewhere where you can see them every time you pass by, maybe in your bathroom or on a place where you can see them often. And then this thing has to be repeated every month for 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. The beliefs that you're working on can be different. They don't need to be the same. But if you still have the same thing, to completely clear, the negative beliefs that encompass this cluster of beliefs, because it's a cluster, repeat it every month for 15, 20 minutes.